What is going on, guys? Pleaf here and welcome back to another video. Alright, so we just started training for this rival battle that's on the next route. And on this next route, we're going to get our next encounter too, which is pretty exciting. So let's go make sure we restock on Pokeballs, if we have any money, if I remember. And maybe grab a potion if we can. I think actually a potion first, then restock on Pokeballs. Because I can come buy Pokeballs after the battle. Because then I'll have money, and if I need to, I can go find a trainer before even going into the grass to restock. So let's go see if we can afford a potion. And then I think I'm going to start out with Garchomp first, Jetfire out front, because he is by far the strongest Pokemon I have, obviously. Alright, sweet, we can buy... Oh, we have 2 potions? Never mind, we don't need one. How many Pokeballs do we have? We have 4. Let's save our money now, so in case we can get the Premier Ball later. Because in gens, I think it's 1 through 5, you can get a Premier Ball on the house as a bonus, but only if you get 10. If you get 19, or even 20, you only get 1 Premier Ball for 10. But in the later games, I believe if you get like 100, you'll get 10 Premier Balls as a bonus for every 10. But in the older games, it's 1 for every purchase. Alright, switch team. Oh, Koro is not that strong. Chad is our second strongest level-wise, but Koro's stat-wise is probably stronger. Alright, Barry, let's see. Hey, Pleaf, tell me you've got a little tougher. Me? Do you even need to ask? Of course I got tougher. Come on, I'll demonstrate it to you. And I'm about to wipe the floor with you. Alright, let's see how this goes. And you start with Onyx. Okay. Terrible attack stat. If you haven't watched one of the many YouTube videos, there's a bunch that talk about how bad Onyx's attack stat is. It's worse than I believe. What's the one they always compare it to? Oh, well, not very effective. Still really strong. Oh my gosh! Why am I blanking on a Pokemon? You know what? I'm gonna check that later. Normally I remember. It's the small spider bug electric. Why am I forgetting? Jolted. Yeah, it has a lower attack stat than that. Sorry, that was a little tangent. I really needed to remember the name of that Pokemon. All right, well that was the easiest rival battle I think I've ever had. Jetfire is level 14, an absolute unit. Also happens to be my favorite number. For no particular reason, it's just a really awesome number. Alright, so we have that. I already know about the gym. You don't need to tell me. Okay, so we either get our encounter now, or we battle this trainer, get that item, and then get our encounter. I think we battle the trainer, get the item, and then go. That's what I'm gonna do. See, it would be nice. Eventually, when I get to live streaming, I'll have like people's feedback. Be like, no, get the encounter first in case you need cannon fodder. Which in this situation, I'd be like, oh yeah, probably a good idea then. But I didn't do that because I think Jetfire is going to sweep the floor with the level 7 Probopass. With 1 Dragon Pulse, 90 power, I think, which is crazy, 90 base power. Whew. Gastro Acid. Oh, this is a move I believe I passed on last play. Giga Drain. Let's just do this just for fun. Just use some of our other moves besides Dragon Pulse. Alright. 1 Pokemon down. Let's see the second one. If you have a legendary, I am going to throw my... Oh! Well, I don't even need to finish that sentence. Cranidos. This is easy. Let's try a Sky Uppercut. I just want to do it for fun. It doesn't have... Ooh. So it's a ghost type. Wow. That is actually good knowledge for future times that I encounter Cranidos or Rampardos, is that they're a ghost type. Maybe I should like start journaling this stuff, like in a little journal and like write the typing downs of oh my goodness, English. Write down the typings of the Pokemon I encounter in battles and in the wild, so that if I ever face them again, like that Rayquaza from the last run, I can actually beat them fairly easy. Aww. A Lepo Berry? That's lame. I'm blanking. Okay, so we have an expert belt, a destiny knot, and an old amber. I think this old amber is going to be the best item we have, mainly because it's a free encounter pretty much. You know not a battle, right? Oh yeah, no, you're just giving me information I already know. Alright, cool, we can go get some Pokeballs now. Maybe we'll catch a shiny Arceus, you know? We'll have God on our side. Alrighty. Sweet. Now let's head over to the grass and get our first encounter for this route. And catch it, hopefully. Add to our roster of currently 3 Pokemon. Hopefully. Ooh, a Porygon too. That's not too bad, though it's very underleveled, and if I attack it with any sort of move, I will take it out with Jetfire at least. I could try to attack it with my Cradily, but maybe I might be catching it right now. Oh my gosh! Yeah, so let's go! First ball, baby, let's go! Alright, Porygon 2, let's see. What are we gonna name you? A rock type. Ooh, okay. I don't know any of its moves yet. We already used Rockly in the last run. I don't think I have a theme for this run, for the names at least. So we're gonna pick something random. I think I'm gonna name him Granite. For obvious reasons. Hopefully I spell it right. Guys, I swear. Yeah, I can spell. I swear I passed my English classes in school. Alright, let's check out Granite's stats. Or not stats, but his move. So we have Super Luck. Whoa. Heightens the critical hit ratio of moves. I actually don't remember ever seeing that ability before. That's really nice. Sleep Talk. Okay, well that's going to be the first move we get rid of. Rock Tomb. That's not bad. Roll Out. That's not bad. And whoo! Leaf Storm. That's pretty good, actually. Alright. So I think we can move on in this route and get the rest of it done with. We have that guy. Oh, yeah, there's an item back here. Oh, we don't get to it that way. Never mind. We'll get that when we get over there. Now that we know it's rock type, though, the nice thing is Jetfire has a grass type move and a fighting type move. Both super effective. And I don't have to waste a Dragon Pulse, which is nice, because Dragon Pulse is stab. Boom. Do you level up too? Jetfire is ready. Snatch. What does Snatch? Does Snatch have any other? The user steals the effects of any healing or stat changing moves. Okay, no. I don't think I need to use that. Yes, give up on Snatch. Thank you. Sorry, I'm moving something around on my computer, my desktop. Alright, let's switch train and Oro. Just because I know Jetfire is awesome like that, and unless this kid has the legendary, should be able to outpower anything. Maybe I'll do this game without randomized. Oh, Gyarados. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, if Coral wasn't under level, I'd actually leave it out. Oh, Gyarados has slow start? That's awful. If you guys don't know what that does, it halves your... I don't know if it's all your stats or your only like a couple, but it halves your stats for 5 turns. It's what Regigigas has, and it's absolutely terrible. Maybe you're a fighting type. We'll try Sky Uppercut. Ooh! Nice Oko. It's a good one. Alright. Time to move on. Koro is level 7. Nice. Alright. Let's go grab this item. Oh. That's my fault. I didn't remember the guy was right there. Alright. So, let's see what you have. Oh, we still have Koro out front. Dodrio is... Yeah, we're not going to leave you in. I'm not going to risk it. I am not going to risk it. Mud Sport? Okay. Alright, I see. Electricity powers. Dragon Pulse. Nice little Dragon Pulse. Get a free Oko, probably. Hopefully. Maybe. Yeah! Exactly how I thought. Alright, I defeated him. What's this chick? Ooh. Oh! What? Okay. Alright, let's see. That's not too bad. I'm pretty sure Jetfire can hit. Well, Jetfire is also 11 levels higher. That's okay, we're fine. But I could have had a Registeel. Oh man. Honestly, I wouldn't have complained about that. But I'm fine with our encounter. No, I hate confusion. Fix it. Yes. Thank you. Also, if you have made it this far into the video, don't forget to hit subscribe and like and leave a comment. That actually helps a ton. And not that many people are subscribed. I think it's only like 12% of the people viewing the videos are subscribed. So if you want to help me out, you can go boost that number too. Also, if you haven't seen the other videos in the playthrough, you should go watch them. I've said it a couple times, this is a new run, but I mean, if you even look at the titles, it'll make sense. I kind of lost the last run to a Rayquaza with randomized stats, and it swept my entire team. It was really unfortunate. Oh, I didn't even read what this was. What am I getting? Mega Drain. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll get rid of Bide. Bide isn't probably very good in randomized, because a Pokemon could have like super effective stab move and take you out first turn and you would have no idea. And Bide would just be risking that. Alright, let's go get the item across the grass that I saw earlier. Porygon 2? Ha! I called it! Alright. That's about fair. I probably can get into my story time. So I gotta think real quick. I'm trying to think, because I've been doing the thing where I do a story time for everybody. Oh, I have a really good one. And is this another Registeel? You have to be kidding me. Oh my goodness. Anyways, so recently I went to a convention, a local convention, and they were holding a Pokemon TCG tournament, which is really cool. And I'm like, oh, this is awesome. I've been wanting to get into the TCG more, and I have a new deck. Ooh, a Feraligatr? Nice. Anyways, I signed up for this tournament. Me and my best friend went, and I signed up for this tournament. And so there's about 30-ish people doing it, and we get in, and we're like, the brackets are made, and the lady running it sets us up, and we sit across from the person we're playing. And I had this deck. It's the Mega Diancie EX starter deck, but I changed it a bit, because obviously a starter deck isn't going to be that great. I took out some cards and I added some of my own, but I've been trying to get more familiar with what is current, or what the meta is. I really still don't know what the meta is, but I'm trying to get to know what it is. But I sit across from my opponent, and this kid is probably like 10 at most, and he has this like container, like this deck holder, but it's it doesn't just hold a deck, it like holds everything. It had a playmat in it. I think it had like 4 decks in it. I don't know what they're officially called, but it was kind of like a briefcase. And he had some illustration rares on the side, sleeved in. It was like built into the briefcase. And this kid sits next to me, or he sits across from me, and I go, okay, this will be a challenge. And then I speak up and I ask the kid, I'm like, hey, how many tournaments have you done? And he's like, counting convention ones? And I'm like, sure. And he's like, yeah, maybe 20 plus then. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I am about to get smacked by this literal child. And we proceed to start our game. And I think I had a Mega Diancie EX out and 2 other Pokemon on my bench. But he got his Froakie out, and then he got it using a rare candy. He got Greninja EX, terrestrialized Greninja EX, mind you, which means it has a different type than it does moves. And so I'm like, okay, this is his first turn, and he attaches an energy or whatever. He swept my entire team. I think I probably did. I didn't even knock out a single Pokemon. I only got 1 prize card. Oh, this is an encounter, by the way. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. I forgot this is an encounter. I was so into my story. This is also an awesome encounter. I love Ralts. I'm pretty sure it has a decent catch rate. But in my story, I'll finish it real quick while this happens. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Alright, now I'll finish. I get absolutely swept. I get 1 prize card because I think he uses Dusclops or Dusknoir, which has an ability where it takes out a Pokemon, but in return, it also, quote-unquote, dies. Ground Dragon? What? That's actually, I love that. That's Garchomp's great typing. That's amazing. Now, is it male? I forgot. I didn't even look. Because if it's male, we get Gallade. Ooh, I really hope I get the Evolution Stone for this, because this will be awesome to have a Ground Dragon Gallade. Oh, that's one of my other favorite Pokemon, by the way. I love Gallade. Sorry, there's been so many interruptions in this story. But yeah, I lose. 6-1 pretty much, but I count it as a 6-0. An 0-6 actually. He completely swept me. I was knocked out of that tournament, and my best friend also was knocked out of that tournament first round. But it was just like so humbling, because I thought I was gonna go into this and be like, oh yeah, I got this, and then no, I did not have that. He took me out so quickly. But yeah, anyways, let's get to the nicknaming of this Pokemon. Ooh, are we gonna get a Gallade though, or are we gonna have to get a Gardevoir? Because Gallade uses an Evolution Stone, and items are randomized. I don't think you can buy this one either. How many spaces? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Just for fun, I'm gonna name him Wade Wilson. If you do not know who that is, wait. Yeah, there's no spaces. That is the actual name of Deadpool, who is a Marvel Comics superhero. He is awesome. There was the Deadpool Wolverine movie, one of my favorite movies. Not like the greatest. Oh, I have no spaces. Fine, I'll do it like this. It wasn't like the most perfect movie. Like, it wasn't the most perfectly written movie of all time, but it was great. It was awesome. I loved it so much. Wade Wilson. Alright, sweet. Hopefully I find that Evolution Stone. That'll be nice. I will come back and battle these trainers in a minute. I just want to get to the next town over and heal up my Pokemon real quick. Oh, I forgot when you first get here it does this. Howdy, trainer. Huh? Uh-oh, you don't have a single gym badge. You better do something about that. I'll take you to where the Pokemon gym. And he just walks me over. Huh? There's someone there. Alright, I already know the whole story. I have played this I played through this section recently, actually. I believe I got to this point in episode 1 of my last run, but that was when all the episodes were edited down. I recorded 2 hours of footage for a 12-minute video. So I decided to do it this way now. Oh, also, so in my last episode, I was sick. And between that episode and this episode, I got sick again. A different thing. Now I can't hear out of my right ear, and I have a worse cough than I did before, and I have a fever once again, which I didn't have before. So that is super infuriating and really annoying. A great start to my year. 2026, double sickness. Alright, 2 items right here. First one is Ice Heal. Okay. That's not bad, actually. And our second one is a Splash Plate. If we get a water type, that'll be a nice one to put on. Or if we get an Arceus. Well, no, that's right, Arceus doesn't have the ability. If I get anything with the ability it has. Also, I don't know how you guys pronounce it. I normally pronounce it Arceus, because M&J TV, but I'll do Arceus or Arceus, depending on how I feel in that moment. And we got the Rose Incense. Alright, this is also technically an encounter right here. Let's see what we get. Electabuzz. That's not bad, but it does require an item. I'm pretty sure I actually changed the settings. I don't know if I did or not. That make trade evolutions just normal, level up evolutions. So we're gonna find out. We are going to find out, and if Electabuzz does not evolve, then it obviously does not level up. What? Blast Burn? Ooh. Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's switch over to Jetfire. Ooh, that won't be really effective against. Alright, let's just throw another Pokeball, because at this point, if I hit it, it'll blow away, like a speck of dust. 1, 2, 3. Oh, man. We almost had it. We were so close. Cross Chop. Okay, so it might be like fighting fire. That's not too bad. Alright, one more. Let's go. Come on, come on. We got this. B. The spam B. Everyone be with me. B. 1, 2, 3. Yes! And we caught the Electabuzz. Let's go. Alright. We got a nice little Electabuzz. Oh, it's Ice type? I was completely wrong. We will name it Elsa. Because it's a female. Which means it'll be perfect for the Disney Princess of Ice. Elsa. I know that song is now stuck in everyone's head. I would sing it, but I would probably sound awful right now. Alright, another Electabuzz. It's not too bad. Well, now that we know it's Ice type, wait, which one is super? No, let's just try Head Smash. Okay, maybe we don't stay in this battle anymore. I forgot to Head Cross Shot. Oh! Okay. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, it's really annoying. I know it's Ice type, and this isn't very effective, but I'm 10 levels above. Dude. No, I didn't want to. Ah. That is really annoying. That is really, really, really annoying. I had a Volti, and I sold. Oh, what's a Castform? That's really cute, actually. I don't believe this part of the mine is technically a different area, so this is not an encounter, unfortunately. But, Castform is still pretty cool. I need to buy repels. Like, once I get my encounter, all of these random spawns are, like, useless to me. A Chatot. that was interesting back in the day, having to record the move like on the DS. That, ooh, not the greatest choice by Nintendo. All right, let's see what we get. We got another fossil. You have to be kidding me! Another one? We're set. We're absolutely set. We have 2 free Pokemon. For all I know, these are legendaries. That's insane. This RNG is making up for the fact that last run it gave me a Master Ball in this area. It was crazy. We had a Master Ball and then we caught a Darkrai with it, and then unfortunately that Darkrai died. But you know, it's whatever. All right, now we're talking to the gym leader, and now this gym leader will be heading back to the gym, which we will not battle this episode, but the next episode, because I want to keep these around the same length, and I feel like training up and then the actual battle would take up a decent amount of time, and I don't want to stretch this one too long. I think I'm gonna head back to the Pokemon Center, say goodbye to Cora, who I made a stupid decision to leave in and got annihilated. And let me grab this. There's an item right here first, isn't there? Yes, there is. I don't know why I didn't grab it the other way. A Stinky Barb. Okay, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Alright, now we gotta run all the way back around, which is really annoying. Another Castform. There's a lot of Castforms here. Alright. Running away from that. Sorry, I'm logging into something on my phone, and it required me to actually type in the password. What? Could actually do that. Alright, sorry about that. Oh, a Paris. A Parasect, actually. I'm wrong. A Parasect, that's not bad. Good to know what's in this area, even though I already have my encounter. Cool little Electabuzz I'm chilling with. Electivire, though, if it does evolve by level up, is a really nice Pokemon to have. Let me just get through the rest of this mines, please. Don't want to be here anymore. Alright, sweet. Alright. Back in the city. And we are going to head to the Pokemon Center to say goodbye to Koro. I'm sorry, Koro. You would still be here today if it weren't for me. F's in chat for Koro. Rest in peace. Alright. Well, I guess that'll be it for today's episode. Let me get in front of the Pokemon Center. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. If you made it this far, please go hit subscribe. It helps out a ton. And I'm aiming for 500 subscribers before July. We hit my goal of 100 subscribers before the beginning of this year, which was super awesome, and I appreciate everyone who subscribed. You can go down, comment, answer the question of the day, comment your favorite part, like the video, dislike the video. I don't care what you do with that. Just help out. It means a lot if you guys do stuff like that. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.